Welcome back to Car Chats. We've finally hit the road heading west. How pumped are you?
Super excited now. We're on the road, packed up the house, got everything organised.
Hitting the road for 4 and a bit months and can't wait. I'm super excited about the west. We did the east coast recently and that was awesome as well. But there's so many more things to do, like driving on the beaches and stuff like that in the west that I'm looking forward to.
Neither of us have been there before, so lots of new experiences.
And my goal is to catch a barra. Somewhere. Even if I have to buy one, I'll catch one.
First stop is Kerang, just before the border. We're going to stay with family there before we move on to Renmark tomorrow, crossing the border into South Australia tomorrow. So a nice soft start for our big trip. Boys, you excited about our trip?
Yeah.
What are you most excited about? You don't know yet? Oh, what's the things?
I don't know if anyone else's kids are like this, but we got half an hour from home. Lunch boxes are out, drawings out, and they're straight into it. So I don't know how they're going to go for the next 4 months. They're going to run out of some lead in the pencil, I reckon. All right, let's hit the road and we'll see you in Kerang. Brought out the heavies. We've got 3 quarantine dudes.
Boys, just behave yourself, okay? Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Any fruit or vegetables on board?
No, we got rid of it all in Kerang this morning.
Got to have a look through.
Yep.
So we've just pulled up at the South Australian Victorian border to just throw out any fruit and veg. We've stopped at the checkpoint and we've got the quarantine guys coming through the van just to check, make sure we're all sweet. So hopefully we're all good. I think the other thing we had a plan we didn't know about. So they're just going to check it, make sure with the soil, but otherwise we're all sweet.
From like New Mansfield area?
Yeah.
Is that in South Wales?
No, Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just have a look, mate.
Eggs. Okay.
Yeah.
How you going, boys?
Alright, so we have just entered South Australia and we just stopped at the quarantine place. We had no fruit and vegetables on us, which was pre-planned. We knew that we were coming here today. The one thing we didn't think of was a plant we had that was supposed to keep away the bugs and the mozzies at night. It was a tansy plant, but they weren't so quite sure about it, so they took it off us. Perfectly nice about it, perfectly fine. We just said we weren't sure about it, so they checked it out and looked at the soil and thought, nah, best to take it. So apart from that, we were all good, lovely people, and now we are
On our way.
5 minutes from Renmark and checking into the Big Four riverfront, I think, because there are 2 of them. So we will get into our first caravan park of the trip and let the kids stretch their legs, because we have been in the car for 5 hours.
Yeah, too long.
Way too long today, but we've done it, and now we can enjoy our first proper night of this trip.
Alright, pulling into the Big 4 Renmark. Let's go check it out. There's the jumping pillow and the splash park. Kids have already eyeballed.
The cabins look pretty cool too.
Alright, we've just finished setting up. We're arrived at Big 4 in Renmark. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Kids are happy. They've ditched me already. They've gone off to cruise around on their bikes, I think. So we didn't film too much on our first stop in Kerang because it was a bit of family time, and it was just good. So I'll drop some footage in here, but the kids were pretty happy to see their cousins and just check out all the farm animals. It was pretty ironic because they've grown up on farms and stuff like that, but they're still happy to see all the animals and check them all out. So who doesn't love farms and farm life? So I'll drop it all in, and then I'll take you for a spin around the park, and I might even get Harrison to whiz around on his bike when he comes back. Cool paddle steamer.
Okay, so I'm Harrison and I'm going to be giving you a little tour of the park, of our caravan park. Right now we're staying at Renmark, and I don't really know where we're going today, but I should start showing you everything. So this is the water park. Really fun. If you stand under the bucket when it hits, it is very heavy. And a couple of fun slides. And then right next to the water park is a really fun big pool. So if you bring your bathers and swimming stuff and you come here, that's not all the exciting and fun stuff. There's way more. There is a big playground behind the splash park, and some big areas and some really fun areas. You also have a tennis court, a fun playground, and you can't have a caravan park without a jumping pillow. So there's one nice one right here. It's still filling up. And this is probably one of my favorite Big 4 holiday parks.
Okay, so we've just arrived at Renmark Information Centre, and the lady there was really helpful, and she told us all about the area and where we could go for a drive and see some cliffs and see the Murray River and stuff like that, and where it's good to fish with the kids. So we'll do all that sort of stuff this afternoon. We were hoping on getting onto the paddle steamer, but unfortunately because of the floods, the paddle steamer is fine, but the wharf to get onto the paddle steamer is not safe, so we can't do that, which is a bit of a shame. But we've had a look at it, we've talked to the kids about the history, why they're here, what they were used for. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but it doesn't matter. Renmark is a really beautiful town. We're going to go over and have a look at a little community museum now with some old tractors and stuff like that, and then we'll head to those cliffs and check out the views.
All right, we'll come to check out the Renmark Community Museum. It's pretty cool. It's got all old vintage stuff and tractors and
Can I just say hello?
old farming stuff. So it's pretty cool, isn't it, Sammy?
Hello.
Go check it out, see what they got.
Oh, Dad's little sketchy. It's steady. It's sketchy. Yeah, but
There might be a belt running off of this and washing sitting here and a belt running here. So you didn't Yeah. And what do you think you use this for? Correct. So this is a shearing stick. So they only had little farms out here, so if you had a really...
Are you drilling?
Oh, I don't
Are you
know.
drilling?
It's called extension cord.
It's 150 years old.
older than you, so.
All right, we came out to Headings Cliff lookout. It was pretty awesome, and boys loved it, didn't you? Now, lunch in the back of the car. So it's a grouse spot to come out near Renmark if you're out here. There's a good touristy spot and a good lookout, and I think you can do some camping and stuff out here as well, they said. It's all Crown land. So yeah, I'll put up the drone and I'll drop some footage in, but it's a grouse view, and the river's it's so wide and you don't get an appreciation until you see it from a good lookout view. So come check it out if you're here. All right, we'll just come up to look out over the Murray. What a view. How awesome is that?
Look at that view.
Yeah.
What is it?
Heading Cliffs lookout this is. So awesome looking at the red cliff.
Say hello.
West, so north, south, east and west. Find Melbourne. Where's Melbourne?
Hold on.
Where's our home?
Melbourne.
Oh, close. That says Murray.
Melbourne.
So Melbourne is
South.
that direction.
South. And we are going.
Morning, everybody. Oh, that was a rough sleep. I don't know about you guys, but those of you guys with lots of kids, I don't know how you do it with 3 kids in a van with 3 quiet, lousy sleeps. It's waking up early, so I don't know how we're going to go. But we're managing early starts. But I'll spin around. Check out this. The river is still as. Good time to go for a fish, I reckon. Nice sunrise. There's a few boats and ducks floating around, but that's about it. It's a great little spot where we are. And not much going on, so even better. It's a great little park actually, because it's you know, right on the waterfront really, and there's easy access if you want to go fishing or boating. So I don't know how. I think the boat ramp's just a bit further up north at the start of the park, but you could easily throw a tinny in here and just cruise along the bank. I'm sure you'll catch some cod or carp at the very least. But yeah, that's us. We're going to pack up this morning and see how we go, and do a few things this morning, but we don't know where we're going to end up, so we'll see what the day brings.
Open Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and we thought we'd spend like 10 or 15 minutes there, but we actually spent over an hour there because the man there, the volunteer Wayne, took us around and explained all the history of it and the machinery and what was used for what and how they did particular things back 50 years ago, 100 years ago, that sort of stuff. And so the boys learned heaps about the history of the area, and yeah, it was really, really cool.
We learned it was a big, Renmark's big for almonds. I thought there was a lot of vineyards around, which there's heaps, but he reckons it's more of a almond growing country, so that was interesting to learn too.
And so now it is 11:45, so we're an hour later than we thought we were, which is fine because we are just heading towards Palubi Beach for Sunday. We're just going to stop a few stops along the way to make sure we get there in 2 days' time. So we will keep you updated as to where we stop this afternoon.